Hey, what's going on, dudes? My name is TDC, and welcome back to my Minecraft world. Hopefully you guys are having a fantastic today. We are hanging out over here. I actually just went and did some exploring. I don't have any more on me. I went and found some beetroots because I think eventually I want to set up some really cool farms using all the different crops. So I've got a little bit of footage. I may just show you a quick clip about that over there. So yeah, we found a village not too far away, and I thought it was going to take a lot longer. I thought it was going to be a little bit more of an adventure, so I tried recording the episode or the video, and it was just like right around the corner, so it didn't really make much for, good content. But we found beetroots nonetheless, and now we actually have all the crops available to us in the game, which is awesome. So now we can set up some really cool farms when it's all said and done. But we're not going to be doing that today. We'll probably save that for some other time. What I want to do now, today, for today's project, I want to work on this pathway a little bit. So we need to get this connected up to over here, and we got to get a staircase going up to the blacksmith shops from last episode. And I would also like to maybe do some landscaping, sort of, and get some stuff going on over here, because it's a little dull now that we got this house here. We had some really cool trees and stuff there before, and now it's kind of, it's just a house, which I mean isn't a bad thing. And I'm kind of thinking eventually too, it might be kind of cool to add some sort of balcony right here on the side of this house, but I don't know, we'll mess with that at another point. But we got this tree, or it's getting rid of this tree farm here. We don't need this anymore, so let's just get rid of all this. Oh, I wanted the sapling. We lost it forever. It's storming pretty bad outside right now in IRL for me, so hopefully we don't lose power or anything like that. We are pretty good about not losing power, but this storm is starting to sound kind of gnarly, so I don't know what's going to happen. Hopefully everything goes good and we don't have any problems, but we'll see what happens, and hopefully it's not too loud for you guys. But I enjoy the sound of thunder, and I don't know, it's kind of nice to have it, so we'll see what happens. But yeah, real quick, I wanted to show you guys too. I was doing some digging around through my chest, and I found that we were super low on cactus. We had one piece of cactus left, so over here on the other side by the cow farm, I set up a quick little makeshift cactus farm, and hopefully it works. I don't know how well this is going to work just because we have the one, but in theory, if this farm still works like it should, or like it used to, the cactus should try to grow here, and it should grow, but there's a block on top, so it should break automatically and bounce off, and it should go into one of these hoppers and file into the chest. But I don't know if that's still the case. And I want to say thank you guys. Some of you left some comments on last episode saying that the ender farm is broken because mobs will not spawn on pressure plates anymore. So that's kind of an issue. That's a big issue actually. And I'm hoping that that's not the case, and maybe it's just a bug or something, because I do not want to build another ender farm. Oh man, I do not want to build another one. I don't know how we could do it. Maybe we can adjust the one that we have now to use like string or something. My ferrets are scratching in the background. You hear that clicking noise? That was them. But yeah, that's kind of a bummer. So I'm hoping that maybe that'll get fixed in the future. I don't know if that's the way it's gonna be permanently. I really hope not, but I guess we'll have to see. Do I have a bet on me? I do. Let's go ahead and sleep real quick. But yeah, so today's episode should be kind of fun. I want to try to finish up this bridge and just get everything connected, because right now I feel like it's just kind of out of the way. And even though I do tend to kind of fly along the outside here, it would be nice to have a finished bridge. And I think we'll probably leave like the wall and stuff natural. We may take out like this row of blocks or something here. I'm not 100% sure yet, but I do want it to kind of connect up. Oh, we got saplings falling in the water, don't we? Yeah, look at them all. Oh, we got saplings all the way over here. Okay, well, we're just gonna let those. We can't let them go to waste. We got to collect all the things. But yeah. So I guess I was gonna say I'd do some stuff off camera, but we may try to lay out the pillars for the actual bridge thing here. You know what we could actually do? We could start laying out slabs, and I think I want it to be at water level here. So we could start laying some stuff out like this, and just kind of figure out the basic shape. So let's see. I think I don't really want it to connect up with this bridge. I kind of want it to just be like its own separate thing. So we'll start here. We'll come out like this, and we'll just kind of work our way around a little bit. I don't want it to come out like too far from the actual wall, but let's see. we do, oh, it's so hard to see. We do like this. Is that a pretty good angle? That may actually even be too far. We don't need it to be that far out. So let's just do that. We'll take that one back. And then we'll just try coming all the way across like this. Might be kind of funky because it's a little straight. Maybe like right here we could come out one, since the water comes or starts coming out more this way. Let's see. It's thundering, man, like crazy. It hasn't started raining yet, but I have a feeling it's not too far away. So if we come out like this, how does this look? We'll do that like that, and then that one there. I don't think I like it. I do not think that I like it. So I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to start filling all this in because I know for sure we're going to have wooden planks or whatever here. So I guess we'll start from the inside and work our way out and kind of figure out the shape as we go. I think that's a pretty good size right there. It's not huge and it's not really that big, but it does the trick. So let's go ahead and fill this in right there and get rid of all this flowing water. I like it. I think it looks cool. Okay, so now we can come back in and we can do some pillars along the sides here. So we want to do, I guess we'll do one here like that. And I don't know if I want to come up one. We probably do, but we'll just give this a shot here real quick. So we'll see. So we got those there, and then we could do, let's lay out some torches. So let's try every 2 and see if that line like matches up. I doubt it will, but it's worth a shot. So if we do every 2, will it meet up? No. So there would be 2 there. But we could do, how do we do it over here? Yeah, so we could do this. Let's try. We'll get rid of this guy here. We'll come down like that. Can I? Let me out. Let me out. There we go. And then we could put a piece of sand here, like this. And then now we can put in the pillars here. So this should match up, right? Should work. Is that how I had it over here? Yeah, so there would have been a torch right there. Cool. Okay, so now we can just put in the pillars and see how this looks. I think we're going to do some fences along the top. Yeah, now it's starting to really come down. Oh, it's a crazy storm. Yeah, so not bad. I kind of dig it. Let's try throwing in some fences here real quick, and we'll try it like this. I don't know. It doesn't have to be anything crazy special. It's just kind of like a nice little dock thing. And I want it to look different than some of the other stuff that we got going on over here. And I also started kind of working on the pathway over here. I'll show you what we got going on real quick as well. It's nothing, I don't know. Does that look kind of weird? I wonder if we brought, let's just try this real quick. I want to see if we do something like that. My power just flickered. Oh man, this storm is going off. I think I like that better, but maybe we could try like dark oak or something. Dark oak slabs underneath the fences. That might look a little bit nicer. But yeah, so real quick, hopefully we don't lose power. I really hope not, because I want to get this episode out for you guys tomorrow. But I decided to try something a little bit different with our pathways. So, you know, on this side of things over here, we use a lot of gravel, cobblestone, and stone, and some of the stone bricks and stone slabs and stuff. I want to try to incorporate some of the sandiness of this over here and try doing something a little bit different. So I'm thinking we may actually try some birch wood as well and just try to kind of line up the colors a little bit better. So I think if we tried to add in like cobblestone and different stuff like that over here, it just wouldn't blend as well. Oh man. So yeah, we're gonna try some of these different block combinations. So I'm gonna go try a little bit of stuff, and I'm gonna turn off my recording for a little bit and maybe wait till the storm passes over some because I don't want to have to record a whole bunch and then we lose power and then all that footage get corrupted. So I'm going to make sure we got what we have so far saved. I'm going to get some work done and I'll bring you guys back in. Well, let me show you what I got so far. I'm not I'm not real happy with it. I think we're actually going to bring over the type of path that we have on this side onto this side as well. I kind of like, I was messing around with the path block and stuff like that. So to get the path block, you actually need grass blocks, and I was throwing the grass blocks down here, and I was like, the green doesn't actually look that bad over here. So I'm thinking we may try to add in some of this, some of the different colors and things like that, so it kind of ties in with the rest of the village as well. Because I don't think that actually looks that bad. I kind of like it. I'm thinking once we get the gray and stuff over here from the cobble and the gravel and the stone and all that kind of stuff, I think it's going to work out really, really well. And then from there we can bring in some more of the woody tones and stuff like that with the staircase over here, so we can have like logs going up and then like an actual wooden staircase or something. So I think that's what we're going to do, honestly. We tried something different. It didn't really work. I don't know. I don't like it. If you guys have like another opinion other than mine, you can leave it down below in a comment. Maybe we can try out some different blocks, but I think we're going to try to, I don't know, I think we're going to try to bring over the rest of the normal path and see what that looks like. So I just don't really like the brown. It just kind of looks poopy. Yeah, I don't like it. So I'm going to work on that for a little bit, and I'll bring you back in a little bit. Yeah, I just think this makes more sense. It looks more like a path, right? Yeah, I tried using some of the sandstone and other stuff in this path, and we still have a little bit here, which we might keep, but I don't know, all in all, I just don't really like the brighter colors with this mixture of colors that we got going on here. I don't know, I think this looks a lot better, and one of the things that we do want to come back and do is we need to start adding some leaves and some foliage and stuff on this wall, just to make it look a little bit better. And I found out too that we are out of acacia saplings. I thought I had more, but apparently I do not. So we got these ones over here, and I'm wondering if we can maybe start farming these a little bit. We might have to, because I think that these look so cool on the beach, man. They kind of look like palm trees and other things like that. And we got some here that we just kind of like laid down and stuff, but we're gonna try to harvest one of these guys. Let's pick one that's kind of out of the way. Maybe, I don't know, I really like the shape of this one, so I don't want to mess with that too much. Do we have some on the other side? I think we do. Let's go over there and see what we got going on. This is kind of like on the back side of the mountain that you don't really see too often, so I'm not real worried about the shape of them. Maybe. Yeah, I think we can do this one right here. Oh, we can do buttons and stuff. I forgot about that. Let's do this guy back here. This one should be fine. Whoops. Whoops. Lighting. Let's get rid of this. We'll have to make sure we replant, but I'm hoping we can get at least a couple of saplings from this guy. Well, I was able to get 3 off of that one. Actually 4. I replanted the one that was over there. So we're going to try to farm these for just a little while and see if we can collect a few more. But I think all in all, we don't need too many, but I just want one kind of like right there, like what you just saw, just kind of hanging over the pathway. I think would be cool. And then maybe we can try to put some like fallen logs and stuff in some spots. So maybe like one right here across the shoreline or something, and maybe like 1 or 2 up here, kind of like what we got over there with the normal spruce wood logs. And we could use spruce wood too, that'd be fine. But I kind of like the way the acacia stuff looks over here. So I guess I'm going to just farm these a little bit. It would be nice to have kind of a reserve of the acacia saplings, because it's been so long since we got the ones that I had before. I don't remember where I got them. I don't remember where like the closest savanna is, and I think that they spawn in the mesa biome that we have over behind the old village, but I'm not 100% on that. So yeah, I'm probably just going to collect a few here, at least enough to start an actual farm with them, and then we'll come back and we'll start kind of planting some stuff around. Alright, how about this? Oh, it's coming along, man. This place looks awesome now. Oh, I'm so glad. I'm so glad we went back to this pathway. Yeah, dudes, I like the way that this is starting to look. It's starting to come along and, you know, look like everything else that we got going on over there, and it really connects well. I think it looks awesome. So we got a couple of the acacia trees here. I have 8 saplings left. We may use a couple of more in some spots. I'd like to put maybe a couple over there or something, but it's not that big of a deal if we don't. But yeah, dude, so I think now we're gonna try to add some leaves and stuff around the bottom of this tree here, and kind of just see what that looks like, and maybe just kind of spackle some along the shoreline or the beachy area that we got going on right here. I think it'll look cool. So let's put some there, maybe one right there. How about that? And then I got this guy here. Let's go ahead and we'll throw some around here. It'll look better once we get rid of all our project stuff here, but just for the time being, I think this will look okay. And then now what we can do is take some of these acacia logs and kind of line them up in some spots. It's kind of tough because we don't have a whole lot of room to work with here, but maybe like right here we could have one coming across like so. Put that one there. Yeah, that doesn't look bad. And then maybe we could do one like up here or something. Let's see. You could put that one like so. Just to add a little something to the side of this hill. The leaves made a huge difference, so it's not quite as like weird looking now. And we could probably also add some leaves and stuff here. I had to dig out a bunch of area just to get this tree to grow, but it came along pretty nicely. We do that. Oh, much better. Much better. And we probably do the same thing to this tree here. So I kind of like the way the acacias are looking with the, there's such a different color than everything else, which I like. So let's throw some more leaves here, like that. Maybe fill this area out some. And up here, let's get rid of that guy. Yeah, much better. Okay. Now I'm not 100, I don't know if I like this. Let's just kind of trim some of the hedges here. We'll trim some of this back. Yeah, I think that looks good. I didn't really want it hanging over the stairway here, but that doesn't look too bad now that we trimmed it back some. Alright, so now, oh, I also put in stone slabs here underneath the fences. I think that looks pretty good. And I'm going to adjust the torches and stuff later. I just got it there now to keep everything safe and lit up. Now I want to try some of the stairs. So I've already got the logs spaced out here. So what we need to do is come in. Actually, we got a lot of digging to do. We got to dig all these out one. Okay, that's not bad. Yeah, I like it. Alright, let's see if we got any fences over here. We've got some. Let's see, what else are we going to need that's in these chests? I think that should be okay for now. Let's try, I want to try putting some fences like this along the stairs on the sides. Get out of here, dude. And I think this should kind of wrap up everything here, and then we can oh, do I want to do something here? I feel like we want to add fences kind of like all the way back. So what if we did something like this? I just kind of ran the fences along the house there, just to kind of like safeten up the front porch. I think that looks cool. We can come down like this. Yeah, much better. Okay. Let's come up here. We'll add a couple of torches. I wish we could place torches on the side of fence posts. So we'll put those there. Put some up here at the top, because it is a little dark around this area at nighttime. And we'll come here in the middle. I think that should be okay. Oh, much better. This place is, oh man, it's coming along. Alright, remember I told you guys last episode that we had a problem here? This guy right here is keeping everybody from spawning, I think. So since this guy is still alive, it registers that this village has an iron golem, like for protection. So it's not spawning anymore. And this is a big problem. I don't know what's going on. It's just in that corner, it seems, because I haven't seen anybody else. This is only the second one that I've seen, so we may have to do some adjusting. I don't know how we can fix this. I feel like if we replace those sea lanterns there with solid blocks, that it may not count. He may not be able to spawn there, but it's almost like he's spawning on top of the wooden plank or the wooden log, and it's inside of that sea lantern there. So that's kind of an issue. I want to see if I can get this guy down with a fishing rod, because last time I had to climb up there and it was a big pain in the butt. Let's see, can we hit? No, we can't cast high enough. Hit. Nope, not gonna work. Alright, well, dude, I'm sorry, but you gotta go. So let's get up here. And we'll see if we can knock this guy down. Hit! Nope. Gotta be a little higher. Yeah, he's like stuck in that block. There we go. Oh, well, we lost the iron. Let's try... Do I have any spruce? I don't. Just for experimentation's sake, I want to try getting rid of this lamp right here. Oh, you know what though? I don't think I can build a corner to this. I think it's got to be open. Well, it shouldn't. We're just gonna try it. I'm gonna fill in. Actually, you know what? While we're up here, let's go ahead and put all of these up here like this. We'll put blocks here, like that. We'll come around on this side and the back corner. We're gonna do the same. I'm gonna do some testing. We're gonna see if we get any more spawns on the corners like this. I don't think we should, now that we have these blocked off. But I also want to make sure that this doesn't keep the iron golems from spawning. So we'll give it a shot and see what happens. So while we're doing all this adjusting, I kind of want to do some adjusting to this river here. I don't like the fact that it flows like at the same level that the ground does. I feel like it should be washed away a little bit more. So let's try digging some of this out. I just want to see what this looks like. And I also put in a pile of cobblestone here too. Just kind of for some looks, you know, some crumbled like stone pebbles and stuff like that, or river pebbles. Yeah, that's a thing. It's a real thing. Look it up. So let's do like this maybe. We can add more water source blocks in later on if we need to as well. So let's get rid of that guy, and then we'll start breaking these like so. Yeah, so that looks better, but now we need to add a little bit more water in there to kind of fill it all out. I think once we do this, we'll go ahead and wrap up the episode here for today. We actually got a lot of work done. I'm surprised. I came into this kind of thinking, we're not going to get a whole bunch of work done today, but we actually got quite a bit of work done. So I'm happy with it. I'm pleased. This area is definitely starting to come together really, really nicely. Can we put another one there? I'm just gonna have source blocks kind of like all over the place here. That's fine. We'll do that one there, and then I think if we do one up in there, that does nothing. We do it like that. Perfect. That's what we wanted. Yeah, so that looks better. It's just kind of like more, I don't know, even. And then we can take some of these bushes and kind of like line the outside of it just a little. Like so, and I'm out of bushes already. But anyways, dudes, thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you for all your support this week, man. I have had a blast with it. We got 2 more episodes left. I think we're going to do an episode on Saturday and then the world tour on Sunday instead of 2 episodes today. So anyways, hopefully you guys enjoyed. Hit that like button for me down below. Subscribe if you haven't already. And if you got ideas for things that we can add over here on this side of the village, I really want to start doing some work over here, kind of filling this area out. So I think you guys left a couple of good comments from last episode. I'll have to go back and reread everything. Oh, you know what we forgot to do? We forgot to add the book to the subscriber, the hall of subscribers, whatever that thing is called. So let's go do that real quick. All right, here we go. Episode 197. So that was last episode. And for those of you who do not know, whenever we suggest or actually pick an idea that one of you guys leave as a comment, we put it down in a book and quill, and then it gets to go over here into our subscriber halls. So this is kind of a older project that we've had for quite a while. Ooh, we got some bones. Somebody left us some goodies. But yeah, so it's been quite a while since we've done any user requests. We've kind of been taking care of some other projects and stuff like that, but I definitely want to start filling this area out. The whole idea is we're going to get as many as possible. Now, it's a little unrealistic to think that we could fill up the whole wall here, but it would be really awesome. So if you guys got ideas, definitely make sure you leave them down below. But this is where we put all the user requests, things, the ideas that people leave, and that we actually accomplish in the episodes. So this one was from episode 149, and this one was something. It says make. I think some of these are broken, actually. Let's see. From one of the snapshots, what does this one say? Why? I'm kind of disappointed in this. I'm surprised that this is broken. Moria Fallout Titan, so you can kind of see what's going on here. Man, that's kind of a bummer. I may have to go back and see if I can rescue any of these. Oh, there it is. You should call the ship the Guardian and reference the Guardian sacrificed their lives to finish the construction of the ship. This is from my buddy Young Skittles. So, yeah, like, it seems like some of them are broken, but you kind of get the idea. This is supposed to be kind of like a Hall of Memorial, and it looks like this is the next one in line. So, Lacey, there is your comment on our wall, which is awesome. And then also, if you're wondering about these are from donators to the channel and Patreons and all kinds of other stuff. So, Patreon is something I'm going to talk about here in a couple weeks. I think I'm going to be starting something else up there. So if you're interested, you can always check the links in the description below. I still have everything posted, but there may be some adjustments and changes to everything. But yeah, so for the Patreons, you get diamond enchanted armor. For donations and stuff like that, you get iron and enchanted armor and different things like that. So this is kind of like y'all's Hall of Memorial thing, right? So it kind of makes sense to have, you know, some sort of, I don't know, memorial to you guys for any way you help out the channel, whether it's comments, donations, Patreon, all that kind of good stuff. But anyways, we're going to go ahead and wrap up the episode here. I feel like it's been running for quite a while now. The storm has passed. We haven't lost power, so that is awesome. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. Hit that like button for me down below. Subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you guys tomorrow for another episode here in my Minecraft world. Thank you guys so much for watching. Peace.
Okay.